Welcome back to Better Kansas City. Now, we know being a gracious guest starts with the RSVP, but Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and around the holidays, it can be a little more complicated. Here to help us show some gratitude is owner of Etiquette, Kansas City, Janis Kleithermes. Now, this is something that it seems like it should be common sense, right?
It should be.
But what are some things that we should keep in mind as we're going to visit relatives? Because again, this is something that maybe we don't do 340 days out of the year. Right.
But like you said, it's pretty much common sense. Number one, show up on time. There's nothing worse than everybody looking forward to the biggest meal of the year and they're waiting for Uncle Ron to show up.
That's right.
Show up on time.
Uncle Ron, if you're the reason my turkey is dry, we're gonna have words after dinner.
And so that absolutely. and don't show up empty-handed.
Yeah.
Offer to bring something, bring some food. If you're not a cook, then bring flowers, bring wine, but offer to bring something. And in fact, any of those gifts that Sarah just showed would be perfect to show up as a hostess gift. Help clean up. We always say whoever cooked, the other people do the cleanup.
Yeah.
So, volunteer, help clean up, and put the cell phones away. I would love it, other than the fact of calling your loved ones or taking photos, have Thanksgiving be a cell-free zone and just stay off the phones.
And you mentioned that, and that's one of the things I can remember us doing as kids. I mean, we didn't have cell phones back then, but anyway,
in the old days.
We'd all get around the phone though and call relatives that weren't able to come in.
Right.
So that is always an important part of those, and we're connecting with the relatives that couldn't be there.
That's right. Or you have FaceTime now, so that's great.
You can sit and you can look at them and talk to them.
Right.
So, all right. What are some tips if you are going on the road and staying for a few days with those relatives or those friends?
Okay. Well, number one, this isn't a hotel, so don't expect them to provide everything for you. Bring your own toiletries.
Not going to get turned down service? What?
No, do that yourself. You offer to take the hosts out to dinner. If they've been preparing for you, offer to take them out to dinner or make dinner or take them to a movie to show your appreciation. Okay, don't rely on them and don't hover over them.
Yeah.
Ask them, what are your plans, what's your schedule, and respect that.
Just a nice gesture. What about like a thank you card with a gift card in it or something like that?
That's always a great idea. Find out their favorite restaurant, and if you can buzz there, get a gift card and leave it, and clean up after yourself. Take your sheets off the bed, take your towels, throw in a load of laundry. Again, it's not a hotel.
Yeah.
They're offering their home.
And it seems like dinner time, especially around the holidays, is ripe for having discussions at the dinner table that might delve into topics that people disagree on. How do we avoid conflict during our dinner conversation?
Well, avoid politics, avoid those topics. Avoid the controversial things that your family, that there's you're going to kind of get poke them a little bit. Don't poke the bear. Avoid politics. I mean, even if you're all on the same wavelength, it can get heated.
How do you get that one uncle to avoid politics? Because no matter what, he brings it up every single time.
Somebody change the subject.
Okay.
Change the subject. And, talk about what we like to do is say something that you're thankful for.
Yeah.
Everyone go around, say something that you're thankful for. Play a game that, from the small kids to the older relatives, something that you can do so you can avoid those controversial topics.
Oh, good tips. I'm looking forward to the Thanksgiving turkey, but yeah, definitely avoiding those topics. And Uncle Ron, again, show up on time. That's all we're asking. Good tips from Janis. We appreciate it very much, and we hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You as well.
And you follow all your advice too, right?
Well, do as I say, not as I do. That's a whole nother story.
All right, thank you. Belinda?